Lower dunk.
Hello and welcome to Lore Dub, the show where we take somebody who hasn't played a game and we walk them through the story or drag them kicking and screaming like it seems like Mortal Kombat is turning into.
I think we're dragging you through some of it.
My name is MONTY'S and I'll be your host today, and I'm joined by Chase.
Yeah, that's me.
And Neil.
Hi, I'm here too.
I'm giving your name, sorry.
That was-
Normally you give your own names.
I know, I got very
We're not good
caught
with
off guard by that.
I'm just excited because we're down to 5, 6, and 7 now, which will conclude Mortal Kombat Phase 1, and I'm just having the best time. Right, I want to...
The dragon in this logo looks very silly.
That is the Mortal Kombat logo.
Okay, but in all the other ones, it felt very serious. In this one, the eyes feel quite playful, and it feels like he's like a little tee-hee, tongue stick out.
Well, we're covering Mortal Kombat
it's
5
nice.
Deadly Alliance today, which came out in 2002 and released for the PlayStation 2. In fact, it released on Fatality Friday.
Friday.
Thank you. Yes, which actually was a real thing. That's what they called it. They were like, it's going to release on Fatality Friday, and everyone's dead excited. I want to know, because now
Until
you've done...
the killings started at game stores all over the country.
We've now done Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, 4, and Mortal Kombat versus the DC Universe. That's 5 games. I think you've got enough of a sense now of what the series is. So I want you to make a prediction for what you think Deadly Alliance will be
I'm
about.
going to assume it's bloody... it's what all the villains, the main villains teaming up, right? It's going to be Shao Kahn and Gibble, whatever his name is.
Gibble?
No, what's the
You got Shang Tsung, your baddie, Shao Kahn, Quan Chi, Shang Tsung,
Quan Chi. I think Chevron is going to kill more dinosaurs.
No, fuck. No one's going to know anything about what we're doing. Okay, look,
Gibble is the playful dinosaur.
Gibble and Chevrolet are going to team up.
right.
Fuck Chevrolet.
I've got nothing else for you. Do you want to just jump into it to find out what this one's about? Because, yeah, cool. Okay.
Chevron. I don't remember who Chevron was.
I don't either.
Shinnok. He kept calling Shinnok Chevron.
Oh! Why did I
That's a
say...
funny thing. That's who I meant when I said Gibble.
Gibble and Shinnok. Lord Shinnok, the fallen elder god, a.k.a. Gibble.
Let's do the 6th
Gibble
Mortal Kombat game of the day.
Gibble Chevrolet the 5th.
Right. Are you ready?
Yes. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm crying.
This one picks up 5 years after Mortal Kombat 4.
That's the
Wow.
Yes, 5 years for Mortal Kombat 5. So,
Is it rated for ages 5 and up?
no.
Oh.
Quan Chi,
Quan Chi.
the Netherrealm sorcerer, runs desperately through tunnels and caves on the 5th plane of the Netherrealm. A distant clanging and growling sounds behind him. Scorpion has found him again.
Oh no.
Yeah!
This is it. This is what this guy's life has
been doing
been.
for 5
Why is he not just using the Damulet?
It
Or
can't-
can only Chevrolet use the Damulet?
No, it's
It was called the
special
Chevrolet
uses.
Amulet, to be fair.
So, yes, it's 5 years after Mortal Kombat 4, and in that time, Quan Chi has been patient, conserving his magic and plotting his escape. Today is that day. Raiden tells us more, with a voiceover. Earthrealm is once again
We're
threatened.
done with him.
No.
No.
Earthrealm is once again threatened, he says, and this time evil has 2 faces. It is now known that Quan Chi has escaped from the Netherrealm. Between running and hiding, Quan Chi has been plotting with 2 Netherrealm Oni, or demons. These 2 demons are called Draman and Moloch.
Okay,
They've
these-
told Quan Chi about some secret ruins deep in the Netherrealm that he'll be able to use to escape.
These two look kind of sick.
Is
Yeah, pretty cool
Drummond the one
designs.
with the dope drama mask? I like it.
Okay, so Moloch is the big one.
Nice. And Drummond has the drama mask.
Draman has the drama mask. Yes, so Moloch has almost like a massive like cannonball chained to his arm, and Draman's wearing like it's a drama mask is a good way to describe it. It's very colorful, but they're Oni, so they're Japanese demons, so masks and things it's quite common. And then it's like a huge mace almost has been welded to his arm. These 2 are fun. So, as the three of them approach the ruins, this is Quan Chi, Draman, and Moloch. A familiar roar echoes deep in the tunnels. Where do you think you're going, sorcerer? Get over here! The eternal fire ninja Hanzo Hasashi, aka Scorpion, appears. Quan Chi turns to the ruins and pulls out the Amulet of Shinnok, beginning an incantation that will open a portal to escape.
What is this diva ass pose?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, we get a lot of this stuff now, where it's like these beautiful images.
Dancing. He's dancing.
Good stuff. Protect me! Quan Chi barks at Draman and Moloch. Protect me and I will come back for you once I escape. Draman and Moloch bare fanged teeth and ambush Scorpion. Go away, Sub-Zero! Moloch confusedly yells and snaps Scorpion's arm. Quan Chi escapes through the portal and lands in the Temple of the Dragon King in Outworld, the burial place of the first Emperor of Outworld. So it's the Temple of the Dragon King. And the Dragon King was the first Emperor of Outworld.
Cool.
Since that escape, Raiden continues, he's discovered the undefeatable army of Onaga, the long-forgotten Dragon King. So, Onaga. We see skeletal warriors standing frozen still, waiting for the eventual return of their master. And most disturbingly of all, Raiden adds, he's formed an alliance with one of our most deadly enemies, Shang Tsung. Quan Chi made it to Shang Tsung's island fortress, preparing to form this alliance.
Loves good island.
He loves his island. And the island fortress is pretty... I feel quite nostalgic for that island now, as a fan.
That's Quan Chi.
Quan Chi has found Shang Tsung.
Quan Chi got a really pointy nose this game.
He did, yeah. He got a bit of a... Not quite a glow up. It's weird how they look in this game.
That's not a glow. That's a glow down.
He's been running...
Yeah, for 5 years.
For 5 years.
Maybe it's just the screenshot. That definitely looks like a glow down.
So Shang Tsung heard out Quan Chi's plot. Using his soul magic and the Amulet of Shinnok, the pair could create a Soulnado. I've written that in caps every time it appears. Resurrect the Dragon King's warriors and defeat their enemies.
So are Soulnados essential for resurrection?
No.
There was a Soulnado when they resurrected Banshee Queen.
No, that was part of the invasion of the realms and stuff, and the Soulnado sucked up all the souls. The Soulnado will suck up everyone's souls.
Very important.
Sorry.
This is why there's not been an actual invasion or a legitimate Mortal Kombat since like 2.
These losers just have to keep finding contractual loopholes.
I feel like they're not even bothering with contractual loopholes. They're just not invading.
Yeah.
This is just all interpersonal squabbles at this point.
So these two, they want to resurrect the Dragon King's warriors, these skeletal warriors. That's going to help them take over the realms, blah, blah, blah. Raiden continues. With their combined strength, they plotted to overpower the only two things that stood in the way of complete domination of the realms. The first was the weakened conqueror Shao Kahn. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung strike Shao Kahn. After 4 games, the conqueror finally lies dead.
Fatality.
God.
They then travel to Earthrealm by way of a mystical portal known only to sorcerers and deities. There, they confronted Earth's mightiest warrior and champion of Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang. We find Liu Kang meditating at the Wuxi Academy as the portal opens. With the Amulet of Shinnok on their side, not even Earth's mightiest warrior stands a chance. Shang Tsung approaches Liu Kang, disguised as his good friend Kung Lao, and snaps his neck.
What?
Fatality.
Damn.
Rip.
Liu Kang is dead, Raiden says. We don't play as Liu Kang in this game, and he is not in this game. He is dead. Dead.
Right, we'll see you in the next one, mate.
Fatality.
See you in the next one.
Liu Kang is dead. We see Shang Tsung devouring Liu Kang's soul as Raiden continues. Dead.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Dead.
Dead. They have since returned to Outworld, Raiden continues, and are using the souls of conquered warriors to resurrect the Dragon King's undefeatable army. Should they succeed, they'll have the means to conquer Outworld and eventually Earthrealm.
Okay, but surely the Dragon King isn't going to work with them. He's just going to conquer these two as well.
We cut to present day. Raiden has gathered Earthrealm's warriors once again.
No, you're not the protector. Fuck
why
off.
didn't Raiden's, what's his name?
Fujin.
Where's Windfart?
They sit by a campfire on the outskirts of his temple, listening to his tale. I cannot stand idly by and watch the evil consume this world, he says. I have relinquished my status as Elder God to return to Earth and lead you all to battle our old adversaries.
Okay, but surely he hasn't like come back and be like, Fujin, listen, buddy. Listen, like, I know I just gave you the job, but I kind of got to
You have
take
been
it back.
doing so great these last few months. We are going through a little bit of a restructuring, okay? And this is not a reflection. So I might be giving some people flashbacks there.
That is 100% what happened, yeah. So he saw, like, oh my god, Shang Tsung and Quan Chi are doing bad stuff. They've killed Liu Kang. I give up being an Elder God.
Surely he knew that was already going to happen, though. Did he take the position and go, oh, there's never going to be trouble again?
Yeah.
That's why I gave a twin fart.
Yep. Together, he says to his warriors, we will stop this deadly alliance.
But also, what war?
That's the name of the game.
Who's on
That's
his
the name of the
team?
So, quick roundup of our good guys. Kung Lao was one of the first who found Liu Kang's body. Filled with rage, he abandoned his pacifist beliefs and joined the fight. As prep, was he ever a pacifist?
And unlike you, Kung Lao, he's actually dead. He's not faking. You bitch.
Yeah. As preparation for the fight, Kung Lao traveled to Outworld and met with this man, Bo Raicho, a martial arts master who likes a drink and is rumored with inventing the martial arts style of drunken boxing. It turns out that Bo Raicho also once taught Liu Kang, and he's furious that his former student is dead. He teaches Kung Lao some cool new moves, but also joins the fight. Bo Raicho's fatality is he takes 3 big steps back, leaps into the air, and belly slams someone, crushing them into goo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, because
I
he's
love
big.
You pretty much,
Wow.
yeah. Johnny Cage is fed up with the lame writing on his current movie, Mortal Kombat: The Death of Johnny Cage, where his character repeatedly dies and is resurrected. So, when Raiden called him away in a new adventure, he was very excited.
Also, I'm sorry, what the fuck's up with his model? Why can I count the polygons?
Legit, yeah.
These models look worse than last game's, and last game's was the one you said was bad.
Do you like Moloch in the background? Someone's getting into a
Yeah,
Moloch
that's funny.
suit.
How the hell was that happening?
Yeah, how does he know that about
It's
Moloch?
the current game.
So, yeah.
Johnny Cash has made so many now at this point. He's basically able to see the future. I know exactly how each of these will go. I do not care for his Oakley ass glasses in this one.
I also love that he's clearly directing this one, so that's really good. Good for him.
Well, assumedly he would have directed all of them.
No, I think the first couple he's just the star, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's risen in the ranks over the years.
Also, Caesar? Question mark?
I think that's probably supposed to be
Shinnok, maybe?
yeah.
I'm assuming so, but I'm seeing like the gold armor, the like leather. Spaldron, is that the word? It looks like Caesar.
So Johnny Cage, he's off on a new adventure and he's actually quite excited to get back in the fight. For maximum dramatic effect, he arrived to Raiden's gathering by way of parachute, and he also brought a friend, new character. Mocap joins the fight. Mocap's fatality is that he rips his enemy's arm off and beats them to death with it.
Jeez.
Mocap is a mocap artist working on Johnny Cage's films.
Iconic.
Yeah.
There's something more violent about ripping someone's arm off and beating them to death with it than even like the cutting someone in half with a pointy hat. You know, there's something just, I don't know, animalistic about it.
So yeah, that's Johnny Cage and Mocap there in the fight too. Then next we've got Cyrax.
Yay.
Having regained his soul, the yellow cyborg Cyrax agreed to do some surveillance for Sonya Blade and Jax in Outworld. Unfortunately, he was ambushed by various demons and Reptile. He managed to fight them off, but his arm console, which allowed him to return to Earthrealm, was damaged, stranding him.
Surely you'd think that a government agency would have a contingency of like, if you're not back in 3 days, we'll come get you.
100%. Yeah. All right, next. Kenshi Takahashi. Oh boy, stick with me. So Kenshi really feels like he should have entered the franchise before now because his backstory is insane and he rocks. He's a lone swordsman from Earthrealm and wandered the globe in search of worthy competition. One day, he met a man named Song who led him to a well where a sword that once belonged to his ancestors was sealed away. The well where the sword lay also contained all of the souls of Kenshi's ancestors. Only someone from the Takahashi line could unseal this well.
Sure.
After some mentoring from Song, Kenshi did just this, and the souls exploded out of the well, knocking Kenshi back and forever blinding him. That is when Song revealed his true identity. He was Shang Tsung all along. Thank you. Sung absorbed all of the souls. Yum, yum, yum.
It's just you. I'm sorry, we weren't more. You have a screenshot of this happening.
Yeah, good point. I do have Shang Tsung on screen. So Sung absorbed all the souls, yum, 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 and left Kenshi fumbling in the dark. The next night, the sword spoke to Kenshi and led him back to civilized society. He has since trained all of his other senses to become a blind swordsman and eventually joined special forces, working with Sonya Blade and Jax. Before the events of Deadly Alliance, he was sent into the Outworld to retrieve Cyrax, but his signal also went dark.
Oh, so they did have a plan.
The plan was send Kenshi in to find him.
And the plan failed. Okay.
Next is Sonya Blade and Jackson Briggs.
What has happened to Jackson?
Yeah, those arms have gotten like an upgrade.
I meant everything about him. Why is he so
The
wiry?
beret and yeah.
Why is he so wiry?
Yeah.
Actually, Sonya doesn't look great either.
Sonya's buffed up quite significantly as well. I don't know, I quite like this Sonya look. Jax, I'm not a fan of this Jax look.
I've not liked any of the character designs in this game, really.
Well, that's fair. I think that's a fair take, to be honest. Yeah, they get better. Kenshi's especially is a bit poor, I think. I think he gets way better. Yeah, Kenshi gets way cooler. Sonya Blade and Jax Briggs, powered by the belief that no man gets left behind, have gone to Outworld to find Cyrax and Kenshi. So that's the plan C. Send Kenshi in. Can't find Kenshi, go in yourself. So what about the Outworld team? What about the goodies in Outworld? Well, Princess Kitana has now allied herself with Prince Goro of the Shokan. Together...
Oh, he's a prince now?
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, I remember he said he was taking his father's place as head of the...
Oh, fair enough.
So she's now working with the Shokan. This is a really cool katana design. I love the long hair, actually. I think it's really cool. Together, they're two nations, because it's like she's taking after her mum, you know, with the emphasis on long hair. Together, their two nations are taking Outworld back from Shao Kahn, whose forces are now led by Kano. But tragically, and because the devs didn't want to animate a four-armed fighter, I guess, Prince Goro is killed. Oh, he's coming in. Prince Goro is killed in battle by the mysterious assassin Noob Saibot.
No!
Oh, causing
Fatality.
Kitana and Goro's army to spiral into chaos. Who is Noob Saibot? What's he doing? It's a mystery.
I love how Noob Saibot has remained in the franchise since like the first game.
Second.
And just has never really done anything.
He just assassinated Prince Goro.
I don't care.
Was I supposed to be shipping Goro and Kitana?
Nah, you ship Kitana and Liu Kang.
Well, the
That's what
game,
you
that's
should
just the
ship.
text, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I
All of this is happening. Noob Saibot assassinates Goro, chaos in the army, and then to make matters worse, then Shao Kahn gets assassinated. Meaning when the game opens, Kitana's leading a revolution against 2 centuries-old sorcerers rather than a big man with a hammer. Easy peasy. Sometime later, Kung Lao approached her, telling her that Liu Kang had been assassinated by the Deadly Alliance. Kitana's heart broke, wondering what could have been had he taken his place by her side in Edenia, and she sets out for a little old-fashioned revenge.
Does she ever actually like spend time in Edenia? It feels like she's always in Outland.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 5 years. She spent a bit of time there. 5 years of ruling and getting her army together and stuff, and... You know, she was in Edenia in the last game, because we were in Edenia in the last game. So next, new character, Li Mei. Li Mei is a new character. She's a warrior from Outworld and has been enslaved by the Deadly Alliance. They force her and her people to build a giant evil tower on top of the Dragon King's tomb, and one day Kano's being a little dick to her, so she sucker punches him.
Ooh.
Quan Chi sees this, thinks it's hilarious, and decides to release her, offering her a chance to fight for her freedom in the upcoming battles that are going to happen.
He just does it for the love of the game, that guy, doesn't he? He like fully, but also what a stupid instruction. Go build a big evil tower over there.
It's to contain the Solnado.
Yeah.
What's the Ice Ninja up to? Well, Sub-Zero... Oh, sorry.
Is being killed by Li Mei.
No, sorry. That was a picture I had, I think, to show you her fatality. She pops your head. Oh, here we go. Li Mei's fatality. She kicks her enemy through the stomach and then kicks off their head. So it's through the stomach and then up. Pops off their head. It's good stuff. What's the Ice Ninja up to? Sub-Zero. So, Sub-Zero has been training up the Lin Kuei in the Arctic. It's going well. He even has a prodigy. A woman called Frost, who has surprisingly shown off ice powers just like him. It turns out they're both descendants of ancient cryomancers. It's a whole thing. We're not going to get into it. Frost is impatient and arrogant while they train. Being a stern teacher, Sub-Zero struggles to mentor her. When Raiden arrives to ask for his help with the Deadly Alliance, Sub-Zero immediately accepts, but on only one condition. He brings Frost with him. He hopes real combat will kill her arrogance. Then there's also spin that wheel. Who we got? Serena. She's back.
Oh!
Yeah, so she was in Sub-Zero Mythologies for like 10 seconds.
That's such a random thing to brought. I can't imagine that many people played that game.
But they're looking for more characters to add every game, aren't they? Because you go for the new characters. So yeah, she helped the original Sub-Zero Bihan fight Quan Chi and Shinnok before Shinnok killed her. Well, it turns out that she's not dead. So do you want to actually spin that wheel? What's any guesses as to how she's back?
Okay, well, we got
Sculptor.
We got Raiden. We've got Never Really Dead. We've got one of the villains bringing her back. We've got an amulet.
No.
I'm gonna go for
Right? Okay. No.
sustained CPR efforts.
Okay, so it turns out that Shinnok only destroyed her human form.
That was my second
course.
guess. That was my second.
Her essence.
But she's also not a human. She's a demon.
Exactly. Well, yes,
Fatality.
Rescinded.
yes, thank you. We really need to get fatality rescinded button for, especially the next one. No, no, for the last one rather. For the last one.
Don't say that.
So
That means Johnny Cash is back.
He's already
back.
Wait, not Johnny Cash. Who's the one who died?
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang.
Not Liu Kang. Liu Kang is dead.
Nah, he's back soon.
Okay. Well, so Shinnok only destroyed her human form, the form that we see and the form that Neil thinks is hot. Her essence was
Hey, I
banished.
never said that.
Her essence was banished deeper into the nether realm. Eventually, she found the same portal that Quan Chi did and escaped, restoring her human form. Not sure what to do now, Serena decides to track down the younger brother of the Sub-Zero she met all those years before. When she arrives, Sub-Zero grants her sanctuary, feeling that he owes her for helping his brother back in the day. Let's look at the baddies. I refuse to get into the nitty-gritty of Kano's plot because it is dumb and incredibly boring.
Does he have a amulet?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm also, did Frost have a amulet earlier? Does everybody have a amulet now?
Yeah. There's a ice cryo amulet. Don't worry about the cryo amulet.
So she's got the Framulet. He's got
Yeah.
the Ermulet.
We're going to come back to the ice amulet later on, but not right now. Kano's plot sucks. The long and short of it is it turns out that his organization, the Black Dragon, has a rival organization called the Red Dragon. That's all you need to really remember, the Red Dragon. A bunch of characters are introduced that do not matter and are not in any other games after this one. A plot thread is introduced where it turns out that the Red Dragon are experimenting on people to make human-dragon hybrids. We're going to talk about that another time. Just know that the Red Dragon exists, and by the end of this game, Kano gets captured by them. Okay? That's all you need to know.
Also, that Kano's gotten really hairy between games.
He has, yeah, big hairy man.
That is...
Well, bear in mind, the 5 years have passed. They've all aged up.
And he's never shaved once.
No.
It does not know what the inside of a waxing parlor looks like.
On to, I can't wait for you to see what happens with the 20-year time jump that we get eventually.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. So on to Nitara. Nitara is a vampire.
Nice.
Yeah. Years ago.
From where?
From Veternus, her realm Veternus, which was
There's
fused.
a new realm?
There was a new realm called Veternus, but not anymore because then it was fused into Outworld, throwing it into Chaos. So it did exist, but then it's just part of Outworld. So
Okay,
don't worry
but we
about
know we can unfuse realms.
it. We absolutely can, yeah. But that won't
For
happen.
anyone listening along, she's got high heels and a sort of red shoulder pads and black bra and underwear and wings and a red eye patch.
In the latest Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 1, she is voiced by Megan Fox.
Oh.
It's bad.
okay.
Really bad. You can tell it's voiced by Megan Fox.
Megan Fox is great in some things.
She is great in some things. She's not great in Mortal Kombat 1. Real poor. So anyway, she's talking about her realm Veternus. It was fused with Outworld, throwing it into Chaos. But rumor has it that there is a portal sphere somewhere in Outworld that will be able to undo that fusing. During the carnage of Deadly Alliance, Nitara finds the cyborg Cyrax in a green grove. He's bent over trying to fix his teleporter.
He's kind of giving Predator vibes.
The design is very Predator coded for sure. The cyborg look.
Also, is he dripping with honey?
No, you'll find out what he's dripping with in a sec. So Nitara flits between the trees and watches him as he's like playing with trying to get his bloody his teleporter working.
That's what they're calling it.
That's
now,
what they're
isn't
calling
it?
it.
And
Like I said, he's dripping.
she's like, You're from Earthrealm. Is your toy broken, Earthrealmer? She offers Cyrax a way home. She's a vampire. She can open portals between realms. If Cyrax does her a favor, if he retrieves the portal sphere she's looking for, she will send him home.
I thought she was going to ask for a little suck.
Yeah, retrieve the portal sphere from me, Earthrealmer, and I will send you home. Cyrax agrees. I'm just ignoring that one.
I looked shocked for a while, and then I realized the joke you were doing. Got you.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
The sphere that she's looking for is buried in a cave near the Dragon King's temple. It's a treasure trove full of amulets, medallions, a dragon egg containing the Dragon King's soul, gold jewels.
What?
You get the idea. Nothing. What's that? What? The portal sphere sits, slowly sinking into molten lava. As the cyborg steps in to retrieve it, Natara's suspicion is realized. Cyrax's armor protects him from the lava. He retrieves the orb, and shockingly, Natara upholds her end of the bargain. She sends Cyrax home. If that's what happened to Cyrax...
But to say, he got home, everybody else is still looking for him.
Yeah.
And now they're never going to find him.
So the blind swordsman Kenshi has a very different experience in Outworld. As he searches for the cyborg, he comes across Ermac. Do you remember Ermac?
Wow.
Yeah, the fake guy who then they thought was a good meme.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. The fake guy
Who
was
is
a good meme.
apparently, according, no one knows anything about him, but might be some sort of conduit of souls or
Absolutely, yeah. Bunch of souls trapped in the body of a ninja. I'm really surprised that you guys are keeping up with this because there's so many characters. Shang Tsung
I'm still just really upset that seemingly Edna Mode died or something because all the ninjas look different now.
They all look different now, yeah.
I know I complained a lot about the
said
color
you
swaps.
hated it.
I know I complained a lot about the color swaps, but I kind of really miss my color swaps.
I get it.
Yeah. Just let me complain.
Always. It's half of this show.
Ermac is a bunch of souls trapped in the body of a ninja. Shang Tsung has possessed these souls and is forcing Ermac to fight for the Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, sure.
Lucky for Ermac, Kenshi has a magical sword that can do soul magic, so he frees Ermac from Shang Tsung's control.
Sure.
Thank you, Kenshi, Ermac says. For freeing me, I will teach you a new move, the telekinetic slam.
Is anyone else getting tingles?
Just as part of our new audio setup, we're all wearing headphones now, and that was a deeply unsettling experience.
I had a very different time with it.
I think Neil may also be dripping.
But oh no!
I'm only fiddling with my teleporter. Okay.
But oh no! Is that beloved character Mavado?
Okay, no, it's a step too far. I don't know who Mavado is.
Mavado works for the Red Dragon.
Oh, of course.
Obviously.
And he's talking to Kratos.
So off screen, he has killed Cabal,
Wait.
the ex-Black Dragon
Go-
member
go-
who wore...
go-
No. Fine.
Go back. Why is Sub-Zero floating as a
I
Force
don't
Ghost?
remember. We'll find out another time.
Force Ghost Sub-Zero.
Cabal is dead. Chase, take this seriously.
killed Cabal.
Beloved Cabal.
What did Cabal do again?
So Cabal was the guy, the ex-Black Dragon member who wore a
Got his
respirator.
throat cut.
And he had hooked swords. He got his throat cut and then he uses his respirator to blow up people and then they
He
pop.
was inflation fetish.
Inflation fetish. I
Number
need a
2,
fatality, please.
Fatality.
Thank you.
No,
Been waiting.
inflation fetish number 2 was a woman because she only inflated their heads. He inflated their whole being.
Yes, their whole being. So the only thing you need to know about this is that he killed him and he stole his hook swords. Okay, Cabal had hook swords. They were really cool.
Did he?
Yeah, I forgot to mention it.
It's not our fault.
Well, I'm just trying to keep you up to date, right? So Cabal had hook swords. Mavado's killed him and he's stolen his hook swords. Bad
Okay.
time. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi contacted Mavado and asked him to be their contact in Earthrealm. Mavado agreed, but said in return he wanted the chance to kill Kano. Shang Tsung's
Good.
like, fair enough, I never really liked Kano anyway, but first I need you to go and kill the blind swordsman Kenshi. He's hunting me and turning into a real thorn in my side. Mavado finds Kenshi in the midst of battle. It isn't a fair fight. He leaps down from the trees, ambushes him, and stabs him in the heart. Fatality.
Fatality.
Oh,
Kenshi dies.
Well,
see you in the next one, buddy.
I was about to say, except we know he doesn't because
Yeah.
Monty's already said that he's going to look better.
In way on. We're talking Mortal Kombat 10. Yeah, I guess really cool design them. Let's check in with Sub-Zero. The second they arrive for battle, Sub-Zero is betrayed by Frost.
With her framulet.
They barely make it
Oh,
out
wow.
of the
This
gate
is fully also the same screenshot as earlier, and we
Yeah.
could have read this
as training.
and known this earlier.
You could have, but I pretended it was them sparring. But yeah,
You
so
did.
Frost. So they barely make it out of the gate. In her arrogance, she thinks she can become the greatest warrior in all the realms so long as she gets her hands on the dragon medallion that Sub-Zero wears as Grandmaster. The dragon medallion strengthens your powers. That's the medallion she has.
The Framulet.
The Frosty Amulet, yeah. With Sub-Zero's back turned, Frost hits him with a freeze blast and rips the dragon medallion off him. Frost! Sub-Zero croaks behind a wall of ice. Don't! The dragon medallion, it's too powerful. Too powerful for you, perhaps, old man, Frost grins.
Yeah, get it, Frost.
She puts on the medallion and cracks her knuckles. Sub-Zero bursts out of the ice and slides toward her with his ice axe at the ready. Frost leaps to the side and strikes the ground, planning to send forth a wave of ice. But that's not what happens. Sub-Zero watches in horror as Frost's knuckle connects with the ground and shatters. She screams in pain and tries again. Her other fist shatters. The medallion around her neck glows, and she explodes in a blast of ice. Retrieving his medallion, Sub-Zero mourns the loss of a promising student.
It looks like she's got a full beard.
Yeah, because the mask. Not dead, just encased in ice. Frozen solid.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you. During all of this, the Deadly Alliance have been having a shit time of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So Shang Tsung and Quan Chi simply don't trust each other. Both are known throughout the realms for being slippery, tricksy bastards, and Shang Tsung especially is putting plan Bs, Cs, and Ds in place in case his partner tries to go it alone. One of Shang Tsung's plans involves the Oni demons from the start of the game, Draman and Moloch. Without
But they're movie stars now.
yeah, they're going to be in Johnny Cage's movie. Draman and Moloch. Without Quan Chi's knowledge, Shang Tsung found the two of them, licking their wounds after their fight with Scorpion. He brought them to the temple, locked them in the basement as insurance in case Quan Chi turned on him. Quan Chi learned about them and confronted Shang Tsung, whose first response was to simply release the two demons and order them to attack. "You left us in the nether realm, Shao Kahn!" Moloch roars. Quan Chi readies himself for battle. Thank you. I added that in. He doesn't keep getting people's names wrong, but it's how I always read Moloch. Quan Chi readies himself for battle, but just as things are about to kick off, sorcerer! Scorpion leaps down from the shadows.
In his same drama pose.
Yeah, there's only like 3 pictures really, so here's your picture again. This is actually what this picture is from, this moment. So he leaps down from the shadows, throws his Kuketsu Shogi, but Quan Chi dodges it. Moloch and Draman turn and lock eyes with Scorpion. Whoops, there's a beat. Draman's mind reels. On the one hand, he hates Quan Chi for not coming back for them. On the other hand, Scorpion beat his ass in the Netherrealm and he's still mad about it. Before he can decide who to attack, Moloch barrels forward and starts blindly swinging at Scorpion. For a few moments, Quan Chi, Moloch, and Draman all battle the ninja together, and in the end, Scorpion loses. Moloch snaps his arm, Quan Chi holds him in place with a spell, and Draman kicks him hard in the back, throwing him into the Soulnado. Scorpion's flesh dissolves, killing him completely. His soul doesn't go to the Netherrealm this time.
Fatality.
Damn.
Shang Tsung and Quan Chi size each other up, but before they can settle their differences, the heroes arrive.
Oh, he's in a dance pose. They're both in dance pose. They're dancing.
Yeah, you get new poses. You get more poses. Movesets. You get to pick between movesets and stuff. It's really cool. Kung Lao, Katana, Raiden, Jax, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, Li Mei, and Bo Rai Cho make it to the temple. Don't worry, we're going to do a breakdown. So, here you go. Sorry, here's
Johnny
your
Cage,
team.
the leader.
Yes, here's our gang. So, Jax, Sonya, Johnny, Li Mei, and Bo Rai Cho are very quickly swarmed by Draman, Moloch, and the Deadly Alliance's army. In a rush of bodies, they are separated from the others. Kung Lao and Katana are first to reach the central chamber. Raiden hangs back. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi flip a coin on who fights, but ultimately, it doesn't matter. Their combined power is too much. Shang Tsung kills Kung Lao.
Hang on.
Fatality.
Wow.
Again.
Yep. Blasting him straight in the chest with soul magic, throwing him into the air and back down again, over and over until he's nothing but a puddle. Quan Chi kills Katana.
Fatality.
He leaps on her shoulders and wrenches her head so the neck stretches like a giraffe.
Oh.
Jesus.
That's what he does. That's what his fatality is in this game. Yeah, it's weird. I don't really know what that, but that's his fatality, so there you go. Seeing his pupil Kung Lao die, Bo Rai-cho flees, taking Li Mei with him. As he does, Sonya, Jax, and Johnny Cage are swarmed by floods of demons from the Netherrealm. The bad guys are winning. And that is when Raiden steps forward. The God of Thunder summons all of his might, his eyes crackle, rain pours, and he hurls a bolt of lightning at Quan Chi. Quan Chi raises a pile of skulls to block it. He kicks through the skulls, connecting with the side of Quan Chi's head. Raiden turns to find Shang Tsung, and as he does, Shang Tsung summons a gigantic fiery cobra. It swoops down...
That's not your power.
It's one of the things he does now. It swoops down, lifts Raiden into the air, burning from the inside out, and slams him into the ground. Raiden's eyes go dark. And the credits roll.
Fatality.
No.
Peppa Pig.
Not quite a fatality, that.
Wow.
And that is the end of Deadly Alliance.
God.
Yeah,
It's
right?
a pretty deadly alliance.
Yeah, it's a good ending, right?
I'm just
Big-
waiting
big
for them
cliffhanger.
all, though, to turn on each other.
Yeah, it's the first time the bad guys have kind of done much.
Bad guys win. That's how this game ends.
Cool.
Like, hope there's another one. Secrets. Just one secret to introduce you to. So Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance introduced the Crypt, where you could spend coins with a K to unlock new outfits, stuff like that. Worth knowing as well that, I don't think I've ever mentioned it, sorry, the K thing. It's in all the games. Continue spelt with a K. You know, every possible word that starts with C,
Combat.
they change it. So it starts with, like combat, it always starts with a K, which is really fun. So coins, K. So you unlock new outfits, stuff like that. All in game, no microtransactions. Remember the good old days.
Oh, yeah.
Buried in the crypt is a very special collectible. Cooking with Scorpion.
Wow.
Learn about chopping, tenderising, chopping, cake decorating, and chopping.
Is this live action?
Yeah, it's live action. It's like, it is 5 seconds long and that's it. Cooking with Scorpion, baby.
Amazing.
I love it.
Isn't it good? And that's it. That is the Deadly Alliance. That's number 5 done.
Wow.
Hysterical.
We've got 2 left to finish phase 1.
We're just going to get a quick
Coffee.
coffee.